Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, YouTubers. How you doing? This is Odat86. Something to cook today. I don't know if we're gonna call it a pot roast or a crock pot. I'll explain why. I don't know what it's called. I know it is a pot roast. We have a slow cooker here. We have some thick friggin' slices, chunks of meat that will hopefully fit in there. I'm gonna use baby carrots, yellow potatoes, because yellow potatoes taste really, really good. I got a huge sweet onion. I'm going to throw a stick of butter in there and 2 containers of beef broth. I wanted to tell you something about beef broth. I was looking into bouillon and, you know, the little things where you add water and mix it all up, and, you know, this was more expensive. This was like $3 or $4 for one of these things. But what I noticed was the ingredients are beef stock, salt, yeast, natural flavoring, beef extracts, carrots, celery, onions, and a trivial amount of fat. Now, the bouillon cubes and all the things that you had to stir with water, it had all kinds of shit in it, like MSG. I can't even remember, but I couldn't even pronounce, I couldn't identify, and I couldn't tell what it was that was in the ingredients. It was just so much stuff. That seems a lot better. So I'm going to use that. So, one other thing. I'm going to take some olive oil, and I'm going to coat that with olive oil, and I'm going to sprinkle some Lowry seasoning. A couple of people sent me messages talking about, I don't describe all the ingredients. I just whip something together, and I forget that it was kind of like in elementary when the teacher asked you to write down instructions on how to make a peanut butter and jelly sandwich. And when the teacher tried to implement the making of a peanut butter and jelly sandwich, if the details and the descriptions weren't very concise and to the point, and it was just, you know, just haphazardly put together, the sandwich was a disaster. But I remember, you know, the A+ kids, you know, them nerds that we made fun of but are millionaires now, them dudes described how to make a peanut butter and jelly sandwich, and this shit was beautiful when the teacher made it. I don't remember what mine was, but I don't remember it being a very beautiful sandwich, but I think I did a good job in describing it. So if you have any questions on how this was made, go ahead and write to me, and we'll see what we can do. Fortunately for me, I got one of these fucking really cool crock pots where it's got, you know, a timer on it, so I can just, you know, it's 11 o'clock tonight. I'm just going to put all that shit in there, go to bed, wake up tomorrow morning. Shit, I'll have pot roast for breakfast. This is the final product.